welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Milk Empath, and I just like doing these little talks and the way I feel about things. And Mom just said, well, sometimes you gotta have bad days to know what the good days feel like, or to appreciate the good days. It's like, she just gave me a pep talk. She never gave me those before. This is kind of a new thing. You know, this is part of the blessings of how my blessings have not spoiled me. You know, I'm grateful for our relationship today. It took 45 years for us to have a real sweet one. She's a neat gal. She's been on reserve for herself, you know. I was having an emotional, just hard, day, and, you know, I was excited because it was like the holiday, Goldbergs, and school. They did a real good job. They always get me in my emotions, you know, because I just always get to experience this stuff on TV, because my family ain't ever been big on holidays, you know. I have, but they haven't, you know, because of their stuff. Now I think, you know, some of them like them, but they all get together with themselves, and here I am, hanging out with Ma, you know. Holidays have always been just another day, you know, and then when I became an adult, I just always worked them, because I worked in places that were always open. I've always supported things. I've always worked in jobs of support, tech support, age support. Heck, my first job I was a busser, you know. People, holidays are hard. It can bring you, you know, and the days are shorter. It's colder, you know. Not much to do outside. I don't want to spend money. That's what I'm trying not to do. And then it's like, I stay in, and my days I spend just taking care of Mom and making sure she's comfortable, has everything she needs, wants, whatever. And the rest of the time is just trying not to hurt and trying not to feel like I'm connected to a 12-volt battery. That's how I feel, just brain power, life energy, kundalini, call it what you want. A lot of life force energy, so much that it's, I don't know. Today I feel like it's wasting my life force energy. I was like, Mom, today I kind of feel like a loser. I was always at the bottom of the class, and I worked so hard to even get in the military, and then so I could go to college. So I just was never real smart, you know? And I got like a 3.67, and I was like thrilled, because I ain't never a 4.0 nothing, because the way my mind works, you know, and school's more about what the teacher wants and feels like than anything else, trying to figure out what they want. Stupid egomaniacs, pretentious, because they get paid too much to, it's just all dumb. But, you know, and then I left a pretty seemingly decent life in the Midwest, because it's too cold, I'm too sensitive, I can't handle it, you know. It's like the older, that's what, you know, I'm trying to get people to realize, that everybody is getting more sensitive in their sensitivity, whatever that is. It's like their astrology. It's funny, I heard Minnow Pond the other day do a video, it's like, Aries in 2020, it's like, you're getting nicer, Aries. And I'm like, dude, I have no choice, because I don't have the energy to be cantankerous. I don't got the fight. I just, you know, share my peace in a freaking mellow, and let the young kids fight if they want to fight about stuff. That's what they so desire, you know. getting too old for that. Everything hurts. It's like, Mom, I spend all day transmuting pain, and like, like, like today I'm just like, it just sucks, after I go through all that, and I come to all I did is move to Oregon. That's all I freaking did. And then freaking, like, my life got erased. And I got freaking pulled up from time. Sorry about us. And, like, I just am hanging out up here, and then all this stuff is hanging out in the world, it's getting ready for my place in the world, and then I'm just going to be dropped in it, Yeah, we'll see. I've been waiting 3 years. I don't know. I'm just tired of the way things are, and I'm tired of coming up with ideas and failing. That's what I'm really tired of doing. I'm so tired of failing because I just keep coming up with new ideas and I just can't. Nothing is hitting. Nothing is hitting. Nothing is hitting. And it's just like, I see people give up all the time. And when they give up trying, I see it every day. I look around, I see people, people that don't brush their teeth, they give up on life. People that are overweight give up on life. On you, your temple. I see people that give up on life, And then it's the holiday season, and I just see people all the time that don't even appreciate their, I see them every day at the grocery store or whatever. I see them all over. Just people not being kind to each other, just not being good to each other, not being cool to each other, And then they go home and they're worse. And it's playing out on the main stage, because if they weren't this way, the world would be different, I really hope the feds legalize cannabis. And more people do that and drink less, man, because booze is just the freaking devil's tool, man. It really is. It's just the freaking devil's tool. It takes people's spirit. I'm tired of seeing what it makes people do. Or, and it did me for years. And I would love to help people talk about that. Because that's what freaking healing, mental health, ascension, that's it. That's all it is one human being connecting to another to get past your pain and hurt, to arrive to the next level. Because people don't feel good when they're in pain. They don't do good when they're hurting. People perform a lot more when they don't have to worry if they're going to have a place to live next month with their mom and their 4 dogs and a cat. Stuff like that, Because it happens every day. But we got a tip. I know we'll be okay. I'll take care of her regardless. People freaking help me or not, It sucks, man. I see watching these freaking impeachment I just see snippets, and because it's on all over recommended crap. Yeah, it's don't recommend. I don't care about politics. These people are wearing outfits in a system. My income's like $855 a month from the VA, and my income plus mom's little freaking contribution, gets us by barely, and freaking what was my point of that? These people wear outfits more than our combined income. Yeah. And then they tout it, and they act like children, and they bicker, and they act like children, and then they squabble like children, And I just think of all the freaking money that they waste. They're just waste of money, Well, people like, I'm the ones with the good ideas, But I don't pay to get seen, so ain't nobody gonna see me, so, well, ha ha ha, whatever. Hey, you know what? At least my good intentions are cool, because these videos, hopefully, I don't know, when they change all the time, maybe my channel will get taken down for something, who knows, maybe the record of me will be erased in in its entirety one day, who knows, oh, my back is just freaking killing me today. We're running out of time. But until then, I got these messages, and they're, little rays of hope for people that get lonely, to know that I get lonely too. And just also realize that this is an energy, and then it'll pass. And then as lonely as you feel, just go to sleep, and then the next day you will feel better, Doesn't mean you're not going to feel lonely again that next day, but you will feel better than you did. Just hang on. This is a hard time of year for a lot of people. A lot of people feel forgotten. A lot of people have been forgotten, have been neglected. They're living in the streets, Living in the streets. Forgotten by a whole society. People freaking acting like children, man. $92 million for 400, at least, because that's if every house in it made the minimum of 140,000 in the 430 seats in Congress. 92 million for 436 seats. Salary. Annual income. And people like me, veterans, elderly, with, I'm glad we have electricity. Thank God we have electricity so she can have a heater in there and watch her shows on Netflix, and we have cable. Thank God. I thank God my source, I thank my higher power, my God, is goddess. It's like more of an androgynous battery energy source. I just am tired of hearing how things are going to change, and it's like, I'm the one that's like, on a day, it's like, oh, go out and buy a lottery ticket. If these are your placements, and I'll go out just to, I'll prove that it's right. I like to verify the astrology works, so I've done that 2 times, and both times, like, yeah, I won, like, freaking $5, $10, I win. But I mean, I get the thrill of, I won, because to me, if I won $100 is the same, or $5 is the same feeling of winning is $1 million. It's the same. I win. I randomly was chosen. Something, I got picked, and that's what was cool about school. It got me crying because that happened in real life. There's a teacher that his apartment caught fire and he lost everything, and the community came together and set him up, And I see people help people all the time, and I don't know. I know there's a place for me. I know it's not here, and I know I get there, and I'm real curious as to see how I'm gonna get there. I'm pretty excited about that. I think it'll be neat to see the story continue. It will. And that's the thing about faith and hope and stuff like that, is you gotta keep telling yourself to have it, because especially if people are in pain, if they're really hurting, God, it's so hard to muster some days. It is so hard to muster staying positive for her, staying positive for her, and engaging with her, and hey, you want to draw, want to do this, yeah, having conversations with her, because that's what keeps life worth living, is connecting with human beings. And she gave me a pep talk today, and that was cool, So I was like, Mom, today I feel like a loser. Today I feel like a failure. Today I feel like I worked all this and did all this. And then there's a picture on stupid Facebook that came up with my niece, and I don't get to see her near as much as it's just all of it. It's just all of it. So, but I did get to meditate for an hour and 20 minutes. That's the thing, is like, my emotions are heavy, and I do have the spiritual practice, so I freaking really feel for people who don't take time to connect to something bigger than themselves to get through tough times, I mean, I'm used to not being around people on freaking family. I mean, even in Omaha, I mean, I had this big old nice house, and I'd still do the holiday dinner, and Mom would shut herself in her room downstairs. She didn't want nothing to do with it. It's just like, why do I even bother? So I stopped bothering, except for me. I'll do things for me, so I don't know. Now I bother. I'll bother. I always bother. God, I'm tired. So, anyway, that's all I got for now. Hope you have a rad evening. Peace.